Hey you!
Yes, you. Welcome to my first game review. Today we have a game that's as sneaky as a cat when it's trying to steal your dinner, and that is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, before we dive into the shadows, get your seat warm, make yourself really comfortable.
Nice.
Hit that like button, subscribe, and also ring the bell for more videos. Alright folks, let's talk about Assassin's Creed Mirage, the game where you can finally fulfill your dream of becoming the Prince of Persia in the city of Baghdad. Now, the game is fairly short. It just took me around 32 hours to actually beat the game fully, from upgrading everything to the max, doing the contracts, and also going for the Platinum Trophy. It would take less than that if you were to speedrun the game. It's about 20 to 23 hours and really close to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, with Valhalla being on the top of the list. And man, let me tell you, Assassin's Creed Valhalla was just way too much for me personally. The game's huge with so many things to do: raids, minigames, side quests, bounties and such, and a lot of story, which I did get confused at some point because it was like a mix between two worlds. So in this game you play as Basim ibn Ishaq, yes, the dude from Valhalla, born in the Abbasid Caliphate during the 9th century, a street thief until he was recruited by this woman from the Hidden Ones. Yep, I know what most of y'all are thinking.
Not quite.
She sounds like she smoked 4 packs of cigarettes. But I do recognize her voice because she's an Iranian-American actress who played as Grayson from Arcane and Bella from Renfield. Now you know. Oh, and Basim is voiced by this dude from Sonic. Yep, that's Basim.
He's back!
Now, the best part of Assassin's Creed Mirage has to be the stealth mechanics. I mean, sneaking around in this game is smoother than a butter on a hot pancake. You unlock a variety of tools later in the game which can be used with your playstyle, and several ways to kill your enemies. The skill tree isn't massive and doesn't confuse you with a bunch of combos and abilities, so you'll have to make use of your tools as you upgrade them. I do really wish they added a bow, but just stuck with limited daggers. There are some downsides on this game, like you can't really jump out from a mount, or you can't really do any attacks while they're mounted. Like, please Ubisoft, please make that possible with the next update.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
Moving on to the combat. Yeah, it's simple. You have your dagger, which is kind of your shield. L1 to block, and you can parry swords, daggers, or even rocks thrown at you. R1 to attack, circle to dodge, and then you have the ability called the Assassin Focus, which basically slows down time and teleports you to the target that you choose to do the assassination in a glitchy Mirage way. Pretty dope, but it makes the game way too easy, to be honest. Holding down R1 does the heavy attack, giving you some really amazing finishers that really reminds me of a game called Rise of Rome. It is pretty satisfying, and it makes you feel like a badass doing this. You could also use the environment to kill your enemies or hire some mercenaries to fight for you.
Spoken like a true mercenary.
Yeah boy, get him, that's right.
Like the monster.
So this comes down to the Kidma tokens in the game, which is another currency besides the dirhams, and can be pickpocketed or earned through contracts or other ways.
This can free your time.
Perhaps it can.
We have worked hard, man. Time for a rest.
What? Wait, we are still...
Do not question me.
You have 3 types of tokens. The merchant, which can be used to open special chests or low prices in shops, giving you total discount of 30%. You can also use them in merchant groups to be able to get into some areas without being noticed.
Naughty, naughty. You teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
There's quality tokens, which can be used to get some quality services from certain NPC groups in the world, like musicians. So if you love that music, yeah boy, go pay this guy. And finally, the power token, which, well, gives you backup. It can be given to mercenaries and rebels. It can also be handed over to a minority to clear notoriety. It's just like the wanted levels in GTA. And you increase your wanted levels from pickpocketing, killing guards, NPCs, oh, the minority. Yeah, weird.
Our scholars advise us that cool weather is looming.
You have 3 levels for that, and on the 3rd level you'll have an elite Shakiria, yeah, him. He'll be hunting you down, and there are ways to decrease your notoriety levels. Remove the wanted posters, or hand them over to a minority. But you really don't need to give your power point to a minority, because you could just kill this guy. Bam! You're safe. These power tokens are mostly for players who prefer a more aggressive approach. Now the parkour. Well, it's okay. There's a few things that you could do while free running, but it just feels like a copy from Valhalla. So yeah, can't say much about it. The older games did it better for me. The story in Assassin's Creed Mirage is, well, not the greatest story overall. I mean, sure, it lacks meaningful narrative, it's pretty standard, and it's not that inspiring, and maybe quite repetitive. But it does have an interesting start with Basim's character, on how he first started out. I think there should have been more to Basim's story and the order. The ending will be confusing to a lot of people, so I'd suggest you play Valhalla as well to understand the story fully. Now let's talk about the graphics. Assassin's Creed Mirage looks so good that I tried to reach out to the screen to feel the sand beneath my fingertips. But then I remembered, I'm not in the game, and my hand just smudged the screen. Don't be like me. Although it really reminds me of Origins. Oh boy, I do love that game and the story of Bayek. As a Muslim, I really did enjoy the setting of the game. It's a beautiful game. As I played and fully explored the game, it showed me a lot of things that I could easily recognize. As soon as I heard the Adhan, the call to prayer in the game, I legit thought that it was happening in real life. Only until later, realizing that the Adhan was in game, and oh boy, it's accurate. I love how they create and use the words that I would normally use when talking to friends or relatives. It also teaches you about the history and the religion, which is really interesting and really cool too. The developers also added the same feature from the previous games where you can do this super awesome and cool little thing. What is it? What could it be? Well, you guessed it, you can pet this adorable kitten. Sadly, you can't have them as a pet. That's really unfortunate, man. I had a camel named Humphrey, and let me tell you, that camel was my spirit animal. We went on epic adventures across the desert, and I swear, Humphrey had a better sense of direction than I did. So overall, if I were to rate the game, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. If you're looking for a game that teaches you the history of Baghdad while making you feel like the coolest ninja assassin in the world and can be finished quicker than you trying to find your soulmate, then this game is definitely for you. Just remember to take the leap of faith into Valhalla as well before you play this game, so you'd understand the story better. Phew, I hope I did good for my first game review, to sharing my honest opinions after completing the game. If you watched this until the end, I only have one word for you. I only have one word for you, my friend. You are bloody amazing. Thank you for watching, really do appreciate the support. Stay awesome and have a great day.
The Lord demands your execution.